As a television journalist and news anchor, I have the opportunity to meet many men and women who are building better communities and making Saskatchewan a great place to call home. Hello, I'm Jeff Bolenbach. And over the next few minutes, you're going to learn about an organization which is playing an active role in building communities across southern Saskatchewan. This story is about the South Saskatchewan Community Foundation. We'll talk to community leaders and volunteers who will tell you how to give a gift today for tomorrow. The South Saskatchewan Community Foundation is part of one of the fastest growing and dynamic networks dedicated to building and strengthening communities across Canada. The foundation is a community-based charitable organization run by volunteers. The foundation creates, receives, and manages endowment funds and donations. Unless otherwise specified, these charitable gifts are pooled into a permanent growth fund. Only the yearly income from the invested funds is distributed. Through our granting process, earnings from the invested funds support a variety of projects in a number of communities.
One of the impacts of the Foundation's work in our case is to bring focus to how we needed to change our service attitudes and also helped us acquire equipment to serve our customers with the latest technology. Since we have automated and since we have used internet more and more in our work, it is very important that we have the ability to display for all users visually and in audio format the information that they seek. The thing that the South Saskatchewan Community Foundation has helped our library do is become more sensitive to the needs of the entire community.
SSCF Center is a socialization, communication, and education program for young children and their families. We work with children who have communication and behavior problems, and our reach extends to the southern part of the province. I think the children that we get they have 3 strikes against them, or they don't have half a chance if they don't have special help when they're young. And so it's the joy of seeing them become more competent and less afraid and better communicators. When we apply to the Community Foundation for funding, it's a very simple process. We usually draft a letter. We do some research ahead of time about the costs so we can give them some details. And then we wait for their reply. Usually the reply is quite timely. So we're very grateful that we have this resource available to us for activities that mostly no one else will fund, and we couldn't manage to fund ourselves.
Donations and gifts to the foundation come from community-minded individuals, businesses, charitable organizations, and other foundations. The donations are gathered in a variety of ways: cash, bequests, investment portfolios, in memoriam gifts, life insurance policies, and appreciated property. No gift is too small, and in all cases, the South Saskatchewan Community Foundation will issue receipts for income tax purposes. Donors can choose how they would like the income from their gift to be distributed. Options range from the broadest designation, where allocations are made by the Foundation's Grants Committee, to the most hands-on involvement, where annual recommendations are provided by the donor.
Foundation can be used for most anything. It can be used to fund education, can be used to fund hospitals and health organizations, arts organizations. Just as it can be used for whatever you can think of. If you have an organization that needs funding, this is the best and most generous way of doing it. I always think that, and I always thought that there's no point in giving somebody a car, which costs a lot of money, when you can supply the gas for the car because they haven't got it. They may have the facilities, they need the contributions for their operations. This we do very nicely through the foundation. It's just a doggone positive way, and I would encourage anyone, farmer, businessman, whatever, to take a look at what they received from Saskatchewan and like to give back to the community or their small town or whatever charity, something that will be ongoing in their name for as long as they live and many, many years after.
Trust funds can be set up in the following ways. Designated funds allow the donor to specify, at the time the fund is established, the charitable organizations they wish to support. Managed funds allow the donor to recommend specific organizations to receive grants from their funds on an annual basis. Administration funds allow the donor to provide direct support to the foundation itself. This fund is used to offset operating costs. Undesignated funds are the most flexible. This type of fund allows the foundation's board of directors to decide where earnings can be used most effectively and ensures that grants are given to a broad range of charitable programs.
The beauty of the foundation is that there's more direction than just cutting a check. And you can become involved strictly as a donor. You can become involved by getting involved in projects that are happening in your community. There's just a lot of avenues. I'm not an artsy person, but I'm happy to see people that are benefiting from this, because I know they'll make banners like you see behind me, and they'll do other things, and all of us will benefit from that because it'll make my city a better place to live. There's lots of things that we don't have in Estevan, and I think through the foundation over time we could have those kinds of things here. And I believe there's people here that have the resources to make that happen. They just don't know yet that they can do that. And I don't do a lot. I know there's a lot of people that do a lot more than I do. And people just have to give what they have to give in terms of time and money. And the foundation allows people to do that. So far, we've been able to benefit our library here. We're sitting in the arts room at our leisure center. They will be benefiting by an arts pottery wheel. And it's those kind of things, when you see them happen, you think, I am doing something that's worthwhile and I'm contributing.
The South Saskatchewan Community Foundation is a savings account for your community. A donation to the foundation will simplify charitable giving, create a permanent endowment, or a lasting memorial for a loved one. The donor has the opportunity to give something back to the community that is given to them. Donations to the South Saskatchewan Community Foundation and grants from the foundation truly are a gift today for tomorrow.